This is Arkansas Wushu. Welcome to our 19th class, and this month we're focusing completely on kicks. So let's go ahead and open up. Okay, for our moment today, we're going to talk a little bit about circling. The reason why is because studying Chuan or Kempo, in so many techniques, I was taught to step up left at a 45-degree angle that whenever I fight, I actually want to step up left. But if you've ever done any sport fighting, like MMA or anything, that's actually the complete opposite. Reason being, if they're fighting in a traditional stance like you are and not southpaw, their right hand is back, so their right hand's over here. So whenever I step up, I'd be stepping right into the power hand if it was a good boxer, rather than stepping away, or even if they do catch me, they're more likely to catch me with the weaker hand instead of the stronger hand. So we're going to start in a left forward, right foot back, and jump forward, jump back at an angle. Or actually, let's change that just a little bit. We want to keep this foot stationary and just try to circle a little bit with your right foot. We'll make 5 circles around, and then we'll do the other side. So keep your hands up, shift, 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 and shift. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Switch sides. Okay, so now if we're fighting a southpaw, we're going to want to circle towards this back foot instead of our front foot so that we're not stepping into their power hand. 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Okay, just a little bit of something to think about because, like I said, there's so many we're going to step up with that front foot when we should be moving towards that back foot if we have to sit there and exchange blows. If we can step in and get one good shot in to finish, great. But if we're not trapping and we're actually doing a sport fight, we probably want to move away from our power hand. Okay, so to warm up a little bit more, I'm just going to do little half stretches. Do 10 half stretch kicks forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now just a little, almost halfway up to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now we're going to do a little half stretch to the rear. When you to the rear, I want you to focus on is keeping your knees close together. One of the ways that works to avoid going sideways, like on a spinning kick, is when you turn, the side kick has this knee come up out here quite a bit when it kicks. So if you keep your knees in, it's more likely to be a rear kick. So we want to try to keep those knees close together and do just a small half up. Let's go just far enough to point the toes to point behind you. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to turn kind of at 45 this way so you can kind of see where my knees are at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, let's go back to the forward stretch. This time I'm going to go all the way up. 1. Let's take a step with that. It's taking a little bit of a step. I'll give you a bit of momentum. Try to keep your hips forward instead of letting them turn sideways, though. 2. Like I said before, you'll know if you watch yourself and your foot goes above your head, your hips are sideways. You need to straighten them up for this stretch. 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to use another trick for this one from Wushu. I'm going to go ahead and put my hands out. The reason for this is when people are working on kicking high, a lot of times they do this crouch forward. It's natural. You kind of want to do it. This makes it seem like you're kicking higher. By keeping your hands out, whenever you start to lift the leg, you can pull the shoulders back, and it won't let you crouch forward so that you maintain a good posture. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so for the side leg stretch, I'm going to cheat a little bit and use the wall. We're just going to fling it up high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now on your rear leg stretch. This is where I find most people have trouble with their flexibility because you just don't do a whole lot of high kicks backwards. All your kicks going to be in front of you. So a high kick behind you, probably not going to use a rear kick. If you were to do a head high kick, you would probably twist and use a side kick or maybe an outside crescent. So I'm not even going to worry about the balance. I'm just going to go straight down, touch your hands on the floor, and whip our leg up backwards like scorpion tail. That foot may come a little off. That's fine. You get a little momentum, get that foot up there. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. I'll stretch the hamstrings. Start with a low stretch. Put your heel up, foot against the wall, hands behind your back, and what I call a chicken pec stretch. You're just going to go down so your head touches the wall and back up. Just that rocking motion. Let's do 10 times on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, I'm just going to slide down the right leg 10 times, sideways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you want to turn this into an ab workout, 9. Just grab a dumbbell or a weight in your right hand. 10. And it's the same as a side crunch. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I want to bring our legs a little further out. And I want to slide down both legs until we get to the feet and back up. 10 times. I'm going to go just a little further. 1, 2. I'm not really feeling that, so I'm going to take another. 3. There we go. Now I can feel it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's do some wall stretches. So go up to where you're comfortable or about halfway up. I'm going to go about halfway up today. Try to pull my toes back. Hips forward. Legs straight. Try to bring your forehead to the toe. You can already tell my hips are not straight. So I'm going to straighten that up. Bring that to the center. Oh, yeah. That made a difference. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. You might be able to see what I'm talking about here better, so I want to demonstrate that. So I'm going to put this leg up on this wall, right? But whenever I put this leg up, this back foot naturally wants to pivot. Well, that turns my hips over. I don't want that to happen. I want my hips square, both my shoulders square with the wall, right? So I got to not pivot this foot, bring that straight out, and try to bring that heel back, and you'll feel that in your hamstrings a whole lot more. As soon as you turn sideways, you'll relieve a lot of pressure. We don't want to do that. We want to stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so the next stretch we do want to go sideways because we are doing a side stretch. But to get the stretch, we're going to obviously go a little higher because it has less tension on it, unless we increase the stretch. So I'm going to go up to about shoulder level and turn my hips sideways. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the whole time you want to try to point your toes at your head. 6 or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Which is a nice stretch. So the maximum benefit for this stretch is 5 minutes. So you can sit there for quite a while and get a good stretch if you chose to. Okay, next I'm going to do a rear stretch on the wall. So like before, we're going to put our hands. Surprisingly, it's not the foot on the wall that we're focused on to stretch. That we mostly just want to try to keep the toes pointing towards the ceiling and not sideways like a side kick. The leg that we're stretching is the one we're standing on, and we want to try to keep that leg completely straight. So you're going to touch the floor, point your toes up towards the ceiling. Oop. At first, you may have to just put your toes on the wall and then try to straighten that bottom foot. We're going to rock up and down. I'm going to go ahead. My toes are connected. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's always a really hard stretch for me because, like I said, you don't stretch backwards a whole lot. That's one of the quickest ways I found to increase your flexibility is to start stretching in that manner that you don't normally touch. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And at first, I really recommend using a chair. You don't have to bend down so low. It makes that whole exercise a whole lot easier. I just didn't drag one in here today, and I'm not going to do it mid-class. Okay. So that's our wall stretches. Let me see what I've got next on the agenda for today. All right. We're just going to work our kicks. So we're going to start off with a low roundhouse. I want to do this one in several steps because I was not taught this with general chamber. I was only taught point the knee, coil the leg, and kick. So doing a full chamber is kind of new. So I want to do this. Step 1, lift the knee straight up. Step 2, turn the leg sideways, almost like you're putting it on a table. Step 3, extend out. Step 4, bring back. 5 and 6. So I want to make this a 6-step kick today. And we'll throw 5 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's 5. Other side. 1, 2. I use the wall just a little bit. 3, 4, 5, 6. Center of gravity wasn't good on that one. I feel like I need to widen my stance a bit. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 4. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to do some balance work for that kick. Okay. So let's move on to the next kick. After a round kick, we have a front thrust. Now I'm going to slow this one down. Pretty simple kick, right? Lift your knee up and push. We will bring it back every time. Let's hold it out for 3 seconds before bringing it back. That way we get a little bit of that balance work I need to do. And again, 5 on each side. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Still have the sheet. I'm going to step away from the wall so I can't do that. 3, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. Much better balance. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, next we have the side thrust kick. I'm going to do the exact same thing. Kick out, hold it out for 3 seconds, bring it back. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. My focus is not on power right now, it's on balance, so I'm not throwing it out as far as I can, obviously. 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. Not really pivoting on that foot though, am I? 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. That feels better. 1, 2, 3, 5. All right. So our next one, rear thrust. So the rear thrust, just like I said before, I'm going to focus on keeping the knees close together. So I'm going to go into a broken bow. It's kind of like you just jumped out of the way of something. Kind of down here tight. Move behind. Just going to lift that knee up. Kick straight back. What you want to try to avoid is turning and letting that knee come out. Instead, keep your body square and kick behind you. So keep those knees together, and that'll really help with that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other leg, same kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, that's the rear kick. So we still have the hook kick, the axe kick, and the reverse crescent. Let's start with the hook kick. So I'm going to use the wall as a cheat for a second just to show you something. We've done the side thrust kick already. Side thrust, like I said, think bring your leg up on the table, setting it up on the table, pushing out with the foot, right? That's a side thrust. Well, with a hook, the only thing we do differently, really, is we hook it back instead of bring it back. Which is kind of funny because when correcting the side thrust kick, it's one of the most common mistakes is instead of bringing it back, they'll just hook it around and set it down. Then we got on hook kick and develop those bad habits all over again and fix them. Because with a hook kick, the side thrust works going in straight onto its target, right? But the hook kick, you've got to go a little bit past your target so that you can drag it back. Because you want that heel to come back and hit when it's in line with your shoulder and your hips, right? So you've got to kick past your target and come back. And that's what's going to make a hook kick a little slower than a side thrust kick. But that's the kick we're going to do. I'm not going to bother slow this one down. We're just going to throw this kick 5 times on each side. Let's do the hook kick. I'm going to start on my right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, pretty easy kick. Okay, so let's move on. Got the reverse crescent. So for this one, I'm going to bring the knee up at like a 45 across the body, right? Think of almost a snap kick over. Then as we drag it back to center, you want to hook it back. And I like to arch my knee in real sharp, real quick, because it gives it a nice look. I just like how it looks. Okay, so let's do 5 of those on each side. 1, and that's the reverse crescent. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Find myself slashing forward a little bit, so I remember to stand up and pull back on the shoulders as I kick, moving my hands around. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so next we have the axe kick. The axe kick, a lot like the reverse crescent. Biggest difference, instead of being pulling back, the focus is downward, right? Coming up and hitting down. I like to have a target for this kick because the best example I can think of, it's in Prairie Death, right? In Prairie Death, you jump up, palm heel the kidneys, bring this leg up high, and slam your heel into the back of the neck. Well, when you got to stop, you have to start slowing that kick down about midway through it. So you're instantly working on stopping the kick. Pretty much almost as soon as the kick starts. Here, I know that now will stop me, so I can do it mentally later, but for now, to get the technique down, I'm trying to get better at this kick. I want to hit a target every time, just for my benefit. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Other side. 10 straight like mine. I want to try this one with a bit more of a bend and a kick out. Let's see if that changes things any. 1, a little bit. 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so that's the reverse crescent, the hook kick, and the axe kick. Did I get them all? Round, front, side, rear, hook, accent, reverse, crescent kick. Okay, I did. All right, so the next exercise, I want to still it. Make sure I've got time. Oh, plenty of time. The next exercise I want to do, I'm selling it straight out of Chan Chin. If you know Chan Chin or Chuan or however you want to pronounce it, they have designed forms that were designed for the Olympics, and they really push the flexibility. And they have one of my favorite combos to start one of their forms. So we're going to start with our hands out. We want to step forward and do a reverse crescent kick, hitting this hand. It's going to be a wushu crescent. Okay, as it hits this hand, I'm going to turn my hips away from the kick and put both hands behind me, right? So, first step, hands out, step up left, bring the right leg up straight, out to the side, landing in a bow stance, facing your 9 o'clock direction. Okay, from here, the right hand begins to circle until both hands are 180 degrees away from each other. Again, and one more time with a drop stance. When you drop, you slap the floor. Okay, so let's do just that much of it real quick. This is open, step forward, reverse crescent, hands behind you, right chop, left chop, right slap. From here, we're going to come up, circling the hands the other way. Again, they go back like a clock, feet together, stomp hands, and back fist. And that's where we're going to stop this combo. So all together, it's going to be do that one more time slowly for you, and then I'm going to do it 10 times on this side. And I've never done this one mirror on the other side, so I'm going to try that for the first time during a live class, and hopefully that goes pretty well. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. And 10. Really like this little combo because it's got that high crescent. Just working on my rear crescent that I'm trying to get better. Working on my flexibility. That drop stance really stretches those inner muscles. And the rolling arms keeps everything just moving, blood flowing. Yeah, and I just really like how it looks. It's really looking cool. Really cool looking combo. Other side. 1. So it's going to be crescent, behind, point, other side, down. A little trouble on that back fist, but not as hard as I thought it'd be. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 1 more. And 10. Almost forgot that part. Okay. So now we did that combo with an outward crescent. Just for fun, let's go ahead and do a inward crescent combo. So for an inward crescent combo, 1 step up, do the crescent kick, hop and switch sides, pushing down with the palm, switch into a bow stance, 2 punches. This is just a basic chin combo. I want to do this one 5 times. Now we're doing this to practice the stretch on the kick, to practice the foundation on the horse stance, and the bow stance to get a little bit of leg power in by lunging with that bow stance. Okay. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Other side. You'll notice I step over to 45. That kind of loads the hips. Chin is not a fighting style. It's a performance style. I wouldn't fight with this style, but it is my favorite style for developing flexibility and endurance. You won't find a style better for that. So when working flexibility, I'm probably going to put some chin in it. When working fighting, I'm probably going to do, honestly, stand chow or some regular kickboxing or some kempo and Chuan type stuff. Okay. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. So that's 2 chin-chin combos. Both really good combos. Let's move on. Okay, I want to try the Tai Chi kicking drill today. You may remember kick with heel from the last one, or from my last class. Someone would come up with golden rooster stance on one leg, if you happen to take Yang style Tai Chi. If not, you're going to cross your arms, turn at a 45-degree angle, bring your hand down, about 6 inches from your knee, your pinky towards it. Imagine a string, pulling your knee up. Sorry. Slowly. Okay, from here, I'm going to put my hand out. Sorry, I'm just going to bring my foot up to my hand. I'm going to do that 20 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Gotta rest my leg for just a second. It's very tiring on both legs. 18, 18, 19, and 20. All right, other leg, same thing. Go ahead and shake that out a little bit first. Kind of rest up before we do the other side. Don't want to stop, but we do want to get some rest. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 3 more, 18, 19, and 20. All right. How are we doing again? Pretty good. Okay. So now, let's do a little stretching to close out. I'm going to start off just going down to a drop stance. Just turn that into a bit of a bow stance, kind of a wide bow stance. Focusing this leg forward. And we're just going to push up and down on that 10 times. Other side, same thing. Let's turn that into a bow stance. Almost all the way down, 45 and 10 times. All right. Let's do leg squats underneath your shoulders. You want to try to touch your elbows to the ground in front of you. Just putting your forearms on the ground. Hold that for 10 seconds. And then try to come over to the left leg. Try and put your forearms on the ground. If you can't do it, just try to bring your hands out a little further until you can get to where you can do it. Other side. Okay, back to the middle. Forearms down. Let's go ahead and stretch that out a little further. Back to the left. Over to the right. Okay, let's do one hand up and lay over and grab your toe. Let's just hold that there. And the other side. It's actually getting pretty relaxing. And up, and as far as you can out in the front. I'm going to slide that back. I'm going to do 2 side split stretches. First one I'm going to do with the toes facing forwards. I'm actually less flexible this way. I have more flexibility with the toes up. Some people it's the complete opposite. It just depends on which group of your muscles is more flexible. So what I mean by that is, this is with my toes forward, right? That's as far as split as I can get my toes forward. Just want to hold that. I need to work on this stretch. Now, if I turn my toes up, I'm able to sit down quite a bit further. All right. Let's come up. Do a little bit of breathing exercise, and then we'll close out. So I want to learn abdominal breathing today. So we breathe in, we want to bring our hands up. As we breathe out, we want to bring our hands down. This particular exercise is called fourfold breathing. And what we're going to do is we're going to breathe in for 4 seconds, counting slowly to 4. You get to the top, hold it, and this is your fold. Hold your breath in for 2 seconds. Then you're going to push it out slowly, taking 4 seconds to exhale. Then hold that breath out for 2 seconds before taking another breath. Now when we breathe in, our chest should sink and our stomach should rise. When we breathe out, our stomach should sink and our chest should rise. Just like a pump, they're constantly going this way. This is called abdominal breathing. It's good for relaxation. Reverse abdominal breathing would be just the opposite, where your stomach pushes out as you breathe in and your chest pushes out as you breathe out. And that would be for power. You'll find yourself naturally doing that. Like if you ever get stuck and have to push a car, your body will naturally do reverse abdominal breathing. So I like to play with these 2 styles of breathing and try to stay relaxed when I'm in my posture. Then when I do my strike, because I want power, try to use that reverse abdominal breathing at the last second. But in order to do that, you got to learn to kind of control your breath pretty well. So I'm going to breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2. Breathe out. Hold out. And then again. 5 times. 1. As you breathe in, make sure to expand your stomach as much as you can. As you breathe out, sink that stomach and expand that chest. Two. One more. It's a great exercise for regaining your breath, getting a second wind. So I want to go ahead and do 3 stretches to end off. I want to see how far we can get in each split. So like I said, I'm going to use my toes up first. I want to do 10 seconds for each one. So first is going to be my side split. I've already done it. I'm going to do it again. So I didn't hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, come up, kind of shake that out. Next, I'm going to do a side split, left leg forward. I'm still not worrying too much about my back leg bending or hooking yet, but I'm going to try to start straightening it out just a little bit. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Again, I'm going to stretch that out a little bit, shake it out. Next, I'm going to do right leg forward, last 10 seconds, and then we'll go ahead and close out for today. Straighten that back leg just a little. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And just for fun, one more straight. Okay. So we'll go ahead and close out there for today, and I will see you guys Thursday for another kicking class. Thank you for joining. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you don't like my exercises, make sure to go ahead and check out Roger Grimes. He's been doing a daily exercise as well. You can see him over on Showdown 1197. Me and him both we've been doing these challenges. I've been learning a whole lot. I'm really liking this kicking challenge. It's really pushing my knowledge, my basic skills, my basic exercises, my flexibility, my endurance, and hopefully you've been enjoying the challenge too. Work out along with us. If you want to make a video and submit your workout to us, I'd be glad to share it. Let us know. Anyways, I'll see you guys Thursday. Thank you for joining. Let's close for today.